Salutations, friends. It is I, said Stevie, and today I'm going to be doing some maintenance and disassembly on this bad mamma jamma right here. This is the Christensen Knives Maverick S. Picked this up a little over a month ago on the secondhand market. I love it. I love it a lot. One of my favorite knives of 2022. It has developed just the slightest amount of lock stick, so I want to see if I can't clear that up. And then I've been carrying it a fair amount, so it's dirty. Might even clean up the micarta scales a little bit, see if I can refreshen that. And but yeah, let's get right into it. I'm gonna need my bit driver. I'll probably do a bearing swap as well. I got a bunch of bearings, so we'll see what bearings I need. It's dirty, so I'm going to need to wipe it down with some rubbing alcohol, and got my nano oil, and then I'm going to Loctite it as well. So let's get into it. Here, got my Coca-Cola can. This is all T8, by the way, and I should be able to take it down from the clip side completely. Don't know if I need to take off the. Yep, I will, since those. I was going to say I don't know if I need to take off the pocket clip, but it does go into the liner. So let's just pop those right off. Everything on the clip side scale is going to go into the right Coca-Cola can. And yeah, but the Maverick S comes in a couple different flavors. I think it came in a green burlap micarta, and it also comes in a titanium frame lock variant as well. So maybe I don't have those out all the way. Let's see here. Someone made a comment on one of my videos how I pause sometimes when I'm doing maintenance and disassemblies, and they said, "Hey, show the struggles." And I totally get that, but I also don't like having to make 20-minute videos of me just fighting with a screw. So that's why I pause sometimes. Let's just poke those right out. But yeah, if I am going to struggle with something, I will definitely show it off to you guys so you see where the pain points are. So this reveals the frame, or excuse me, the liner there. Gonna have to pop that off. I don't think there's any other screws holding that on there, but it definitely doesn't want to just pop off. I might need to get my little pry to coax that off of there. I'm going to pause and look for that. Well, actually, I'm not going to search for that, because as I was lifting things around, the blade just went ahead and fell off anyway. So I'm just going to pop out the rest of these screws and see if I can't. Yeah, I popped the pivot out off of camera already. So I'm just going to see if I can't just undo this myself without prying it apart. So here it comes. There we go. There we go. Stop pin, liner, backspacer, backspacer pin. I don't think I need to do anything more with this, other than I am going to be taking... I'm going to try to wash these scales down, so maybe I will go ahead and just pop all this stuff out of here. And people deciding to get a hold of me. Let's see here. Can I pop this liner out easily? Yes. Yes, I can. All titanium here on the liners, and it's Zerk on all the hardware. or not the screws, but the pivot collars and everything. Do the pivot collars want to come off? Probably, but I'm going to just leave those as is. And I'm going to actually go wash these up real quick and dry them off and then come back. So that was only about a 2-minute pause is all. I just ran these under some hot soapy water, used my toothbrush. Not my actual toothbrush, but the toothbrush that I have in the kitchen for scrubbing things. Just some hot soapy water real quick, and then went and ran them underneath the hair dryer, and you can see it cleans them right up, removes all the oils, and it will allow them to patina again to the oils in your hands. So I'm gonna start going to town on this here. Should probably wipe me down. BOOSIEBADAZ. That's me. How does that go? Boozy Badass. Wipe me down. Whatever that song is. It's actually a pretty dope song, if I don't say so myself. Just wiping down the pivot here. I got all the liners and the washers wiped down. And now I think I can start. Oh, let's check the size of the bearings there. They're probably 5mm, which I should have. Maybe they're 1/4 inch, or maybe they're 6mm. Well, here are the 6mm. No, that's not them. Pause. Alright, so the 5mm 1/16 rocket glides are what this takes. So that's what we're going to use. Now, let me start here. Need to put in this liner. Reseat that. And let's go ahead and put in the back spacer. Boom, there's that. Get this screwed into that one there. Tighten that down. Tighten that one down. Now let's feed through the pivot. This doesn't appear to be captive. I didn't notice that while taking that apart. Don't need the bearings, I just need the stop pin. Okay, there is that. Oil on the washer. Let's do a little oil on the pivot itself. Oil on the rocket glide. Oil on the bearing pocket. A little oil there. Yes, I always over oil. I always do. It's just something that I do. Just something that I do. A little oil there, a little oil there, maybe a little on the detent path. Little, let's see. I do need to actually back up here. And what was the deal with this green mark? There, it's off. I don't know what the deal with that was, why it was there. And I also want to make sure that there is no oil on the lock face. That could be part of the lock stick issue. Let me make sure that that's all cleaned off. There. A little oil on there. A little oil on there. A little oil on the detent ball itself. Now let me snap this into position. Paused out of habit. Paused out of habit. So I'm just trying to line up everything here with the backspacer pin, stop pin, and the pivot, but I just pushed the pivot out a little bit. There we go. Alright, this is a bit of a pain in the arse. Doesn't want to just snap in. Alright, things are not aligned properly, that's why. Tolerances, folks. Tight tolerances. Okay, let's lay that on top of there. Lay that on top of there. There we go. See? Be patient with it. Make sure everything is lined up. And we should be good to go now. Alright. Yep. Now I can put this scale, the show scale, or the clip scale back on. Let's put the... I'm going to go back to front here, so let's put the pocket clips screws back in. I'll give everything one final tighten up once I have the pivot where I want it and Loctightened. So once again, not too difficult of a knife to take apart at all. I'm hoping that little lock stick issue went away. Alright. Now let's start checking for centering. Way off. Remember, that's not a captive pivot, so it is free spinning, but I can stop it from doing that. Well, the lock stick's gone, that's for sure. Centering is not quite there, but it's pretty much there. Blade play 0. Let's see if I can back this off a hair. No blade play. I'm pretty happy with that. It's slightly off center. Slightly. Maybe not. Nope. Nope, that's actually good. And the lock stick is completely gone. That's good. No blade play. I like that action right there. That's good. Yep. Alright, so now I'm going to Loctite this pivot. Once I know, now that I know I can get it dialed in. That's good enough for me. And then I'll let this sit and cure for a couple of days. Yep. we're good to go. So I'm going to call that good. That is the maintenance and disassembly bearing swap, skip swap of the Maverick S, the Christensen Knives Maverick S. Not too shabby, right? You can see it's already starting to take a little bit of the oils there. But yeah, that's what I like about micarta. This is just a overall awesome looking knife. I'd like to see this maybe in a slightly bigger version. You know, it's still good to go, but I'd like to see maybe a 3 point. I think it's just a 3-inch blade, maybe a 3.25, 3.33, maybe a half inch longer on the, or even a quarter inch longer on the handle length. Elongate it maybe a quarter inch both ways, and it would be even better. But that's it, folks. That's what we got going on here. And so I appreciate you tuning in. And until the next one, I will talk to you mofos later. Deuces.